Now for the Wired Nerdy Podcast with your hosts, Keith and Doug. Let's get nerdy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wired Nerdy Podcast. This is season number 2, episode number 33. My name is Keith. I'm here with the illustrious, famous world traveler, Doug.
Hey.
You've been jet setting, buddy.
Yeah, I've been doing a little traveling. I was in a different time zone, but I think I'm on my game. I'm ready to go.
Are you back? Did you miss it? Did you miss Missouri?
Oh,
whoa. Hey.
Yes, I actually did. Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
Home, you know, it's difficult traveling sometimes and not being in a friendly environment.
You know, I'm not a sports guy, but I had to laugh to myself because if you know Doug, he's actually pretty chill unless he has Officer Doug's face on.
Oh,
this guy goes to tour another sports team's stadium, and he wears a Kansas City Chiefs jersey. It wasn't jersey. It was a polo.
It was
right?
a polo. You know,
you representing.
We had to
shots
wear.
Fired. That's what you're doing.
We had to wear business casual, business casual. So khakis and a polo, and we happened to tour the Indianapolis Colts Stadium. So, of course, on the 50-yard line, on the horseshoe of the Colts, I thought it would be great to take a selfie with my Chiefs polo on, looking pretty fresh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. Did they say anything to you?
The only person that said something was a gal working in the pro shop, the gift shop, you know. Said, I love your shirt. I used to live in Kansas City.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like negative or anything. That's cool.
No.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's really cool. Well, because we've had a little bit of a hiatus, we are going to do something a little different where we don't have a main topic. In fact, we are going to go over mainly an all nerd news episode because we have so many things that we want to get into. But glad you're back, buddy. Glad we're back. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Do you want to cue up the nerd news?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's cue it up.
Nerd News.
The first article we're going to talk about, and it wouldn't be the Wired Nerdy News without a little AI. Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Elon Musk is going to join the race to build world models for video games. So what he's talking about is using artificial intelligence to either speed up or build an entire video game along with design and navigation of the physical spaces in a video game.
Exactly. So if you don't know this, Elon is a video gamer, although he's a controversial video gamer. Do you remember what the controversy was?
I do not.
Do you? Okay. Diablo.
Oh.
So he had gone on to a podcast, and I think it was Joe Rogan's podcast, and he bragged about how he is an elite Diablo 4 player, and he said he's like top 5 in the world. And everybody's like, oh, wow, that's impressive, you know? And then he had released some game footage of him playing, air quote, playing, and it may have been him. But when he streamed and did this, it was very, very, everybody caught on very quickly. Like he didn't know some of even what they're called, like, you know, the mana potions and things like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was very evident that he paid somebody to grind for him to get him to that level. And then when he got in the game, he's just getting like mopped up, even though he had a high level character. However, he did play the game when he streamed it. He probably just didn't do the grind. So, but yes, he's wanting to basically get into video game development with his money, which doesn't surprise me. And so on this, he's basically wanting to use AI to build a video game and to kind of push it. You know, it's going to be called. He's using the XAI. It says we'll release a great AI generated game before the end of the year, is what he said. And this will be interesting because here's my thing. If you've messed with the AIs, a lot of them have controls on them. Grok, which is his AI. Oh, that was loud. Grok AI has absolutely no controls over it. And it was the one that was doing like Nazi, you know, imagery and things like that. Do you think he's going to have controls on his video game?
I would hope so, yeah.
So we'll see. what it makes. But this will be interesting.
The next one, as you're pulling it up there, and I'll turn my phone off to respect our listeners here.
No worries. I'm excited about
next
this one.
Marvel Comic Invasion. It gets a December launch. So we've talked about Marvel having their own comic website, and I think they have their own comics app, right? But they're going to add Phoenix and Iron Man to that whole program and that whole place.
Well, this is the video game.
Oh.
Yeah, so
see, I've done this before where I read an article and I feel so good about it.
No, this is the side scroll beat 'em up invasion game that they announced a few months ago, and everybody was wondering when it was going to come out. I've got the footage there playing if you guys hadn't seen it. It's very much like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. It's like a beat 'em up side scrolling, very pixel art. And it looks like December 1 of this year, which everybody thought that it might be next year. And you are right. They do have their Marvel Unlimited if you want to go read comics, but this is something that's a little different. It's okay. We'll give you a pass. You've been traveling.
Okay.
You literally just got home a few minutes ago.
I literally just got home.
Yeah. So it's okay, man. It's okay. But did you play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge?
Yes, I thought it was very well done.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Do you think what about this? This looked like some great Steam Deck action here.
It does look good. I remember some really good X-Men titles and other things on the Super Nintendo.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that it has the same vibes. One of my favorites was Spider-Man Carnage. It's kind of a side scroller. It's really good. Yeah.
In the best arcade, and I think you and I played this when we went to Witches and Wizards. The 4-player X-Men side scroll.
Mm-hmm.
The old one. That's what this kind of reminds me of.
Yep.
And so, and you're right. They did add characters that they did not have before, which includes Iron Man and Phoenix. I am excited about this. I'm also excited that it's going to come out this year, and we don't have to wait till next year. I will say this, though. We've been on a weird rush of video game releases. I mean, we had Ghost of Yoyeti. We had Battlefield. Literally, next week, what launches is Outer Worlds 2. I personally love that game. I can't keep up with them, so I've not touched any of them except for Battlefield. Which we will talk about news here in a little bit. But it seems like all these games are coming out all at once, and it always seems to happen around the holidays. So it's a good thing, but I don't really have time to play all of them. That's the hard part about being an adult. You have the money to purchase these things, but don't have the time. So, but I will be adding this to my wish list. I think this will be a great one to play on the deck. All right. Next one. Now, you were in travel, but did you hear about this when you were out? Because it impacted everybody.
Absolutely. Actually, we had a drone demonstration. So
that's cool.
The law enforcement drone company came by, and he was unable to show us his drone. And he believes the AWS outage took down his service.
I believe it.
And you might be able to explain that more. But Amazon, it's a huge company. They host this AWS or a bunch of servers. It's Amazon Web Services, and it hosts, like Fortnite, their shopping, Amazon Alexa, Snapchat, all kinds of stuff.
That's right. This was huge this week. So Amazon, if you're unaware, yes, Amazon does a lot of things. They obviously have smart assistants for your home, but they also ship you all kinds of cool stuff. But they also have massive data centers, and their AWS, their Amazon Web Services, is essentially servers that are out of their data centers. It's their cloud. Tons of companies deploy their services and software through AWS. I will say AWS is used very heavily, and a lot of it is because if you want to get into cloud computing, it can be expensive. AWS has some of the most competitive pricing if you want to use servers in the cloud. That's why so many things got hit. Now, to me, on this, them going down and causing all these things to go down. And trust me, with my work, we were dealing with customers that it was a fire drill day. It was crazy when this went down. So yes, I completely believe that drone demonstration did not happen probably because of this. So many things were impacted by it. Now, they've come out since, and they've said what caused this outage was some automation. Now, it wasn't hacked. It wasn't anything. There's something called DNS. dynamic naming services. DNS, what it does is think of it like a phone book. And DNS is the phone book for the internet. So your IP address is your actual address to your house. But if I need to get to the address to your house or need to get to my server, I need to know its address. In order for me to do that, I got to have a big old phone book. Well, they have a service that automates DNS, and apparently it messed up. And when it messed up, it lost the phone book for all of the websites and all the servers to get to. So when you try to go to Fortnite, if you try to go to Snapchat, you try to any of these things, what ended up happening was it would go to pull up the server and would go, oh, hey, I need to get to www.fortnite.com or whatever the name of that server is. And we go, oh, cool. We'll show what's the IP address. Well, it goes to DNS, the phone book. Well, guess what? It was not there. So you get 404 unavailable. So no data was lost. It wasn't a breach. It was simply an issue with not being able to route traffic because they lost the phone book. That's a good way to put it for a little while. Now, here's the real kick in the pants. This demonstrates how fragile if we put all of our eggs in one basket and all these services are using one provider and they don't diversify. For example, you could use Microsoft's Azure cloud as your backup. Some companies that were impacted by this end up failing over to their other clouds and they were just fine. But guess what? That's expensive because you're paying two fees. It's like having Netflix and having Hulu. Well, if Netflix go down, I can watch Hulu. But what are you doing? You're paying two service fees. And that's the downside. Not every company can do that. So it definitely called out the fragility of the network because, man, so many things went down. Dude, it was big. So trust me. And trust me also, cybersecurity people, I'm sure they're hackers. I bet their eyebrows went up like, oh, I see a weakness. If I can just do just the right attack on DNS, maybe, just maybe, I could take down all these services. So it was a big week for this. So, all right. Next one. Arcade 1-ups. You didn't own a 1-up, but you did have a custom one that was built for you that my brother had built for you. But 1-ups, they typically have like 3-4 games in them. You can buy them at Walmart. They kind of had Resurgence. Well, they've kind of been on the downhill. They were really hot there for a while, but now they're really trying hard to rebrand themselves. They have these mini ones now, and they're selling them on Amazon, and they're putting them at a price reduction. So these are classic special arcade editions. We're talking $334. They typically were like $505 to $600. And I think these are the minis, if I remember correctly. Oh, is this the full size? This looks like the full size to me.
It does. If you scroll down, there are some bar tops.
That's what I was thinking of. Oh, there are some bar tops.
You're right. These one at the very bottom is a pre-order bar top.
That's what it is. Yeah. There's also Evercade. They have a whole bunch of them out here. They're all going on sale, it looks like. Because look at this, man. I mean,
it does look pretty cool.
$334. Yes. And it shows you this one would need the riser. See that?
Yeah.
Was that riser pretty cheap? Now, my brother mentioned that if you wanted to not have to build a full-blown cabinet, you could get this way cheaper and then take the guts out of it and put a Raspberry Pi in it, and you could have 7,000 games.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody wants a full-size arcade, and if you want, go pick this bad boy up pretty cheap for $334. You could probably get that stand pretty cheap. And then we can hook you up with Old Time Gamer. I'm sure he could gut it for you and put 7,000 games in the bad boy. So
absolutely. Legally. Yeah.
Of course, they're backups. He owns all of them, so they're technically our backups.
Yeah.
But now this is crazy how cheap these things are getting. So and they do have countertops, new ones that's coming up. Yeah, that riser $60 now. It's crazy. The price is going down because they're not as popular as they were. Perfect if you have Christmas just around the corner. You know somebody that would be interested in these kind of things. So
yeah, the only arcade 1-up I seriously thought about buying is the Time Crisis one.
Dude, isn't that only? Is that a 1-player or 2? I thought there was a whole thing about that.
It's a 2-player.
Okay.
There's only one pedal though. Your pedal ducks. So the reason I thought about buying it is, if you remember, I had the Sinden Light Gun project.
Yes.
I did a crowdfunding for that.
Here it is.
And there was a lot of technical stuff you had to do in the background to get that set up with a modern TV.
This is pretty cool.
not for a lack of trying, but there was a definite lack of knowledge of me knowing what I'm supposed to be doing.
You have to like get the scripts right to get the gun to work. Now, I will say, I was reading the other day, there's new versions of these guns now that work even better.
Oh, good. I may have to try it again.
Yeah, so if you ever wanted to do like a build, like a pie build with just the guns, like there's newer
That'd be
guns that work
amazing.
better. But
yeah,
you do bring a good point, because look at that. I didn't realize it came with Time Crisis, Point Blank, Steel Gunner, Steel Gunner 2. Remind me, because this is one of your favorite arcade games, right?
it is.
Do you, in
awesome.
the arcade and the original, do both players have a pedal, or is there only one? How does it normally work?
Yeah,
Why is
both
one
players
pedal?
had a pedal, and
Okay.
the pedal, and so most games, if you know, you shoot off screen to reload your gun. Well, the pedal hid you behind some kind of object or wall or something, and also reloaded your gun. So it had a dual function,
Okay.
and it was really awesome.
How do you think it works with one pedal on this?
I don't know, actually. That's kind of different.
Maybe just one person, because you push the pedal, does it move it forward in the game? Is that what it does? Or
no,
only
it would
reloads?
in the full game, it only hide you. Well, I think it might have moved you.
It kind of moves,
but it would hide you and reload your gun too.
I'm not as familiar with this game. I know you love it. Like when we've gone.
Yeah, Time Crisis 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm looking back at the Hollywood movie theater dates with the wife when we were just high school kiddos.
Back in the ancient days, before the world had color.
Yes.
This is pretty cool though, man, because you wouldn't have to dilly dick around with the like. You know what? I wonder what type of guns these are. If you could like mod this to put a bunch of shooters in it besides just the 4 it comes with.
That would be pretty sweet.
That would be pretty sweet. That would be unique. That's pretty cool. On this note, I just read before we'd gone on the podcast. Do you know they're doing House of the Dead 2, the shoot 4 consoles?
Oh.
Like reskinning it and everything. So
that'd be awesome. I remember that on the Dreamcast. It was really good.
It really was. Although it's best played with a gun, hands down. I mean, I don't like playing those games with a controller. So we kind of sidetracked, but this was a good one. This was fun. So
it was good.
Yeah, that's a fun one, man. I'm glad you brought that up. This next one's pretty cool. It is Legos. Now, you recently got into some Legos. Let's talk about what you...
See if I can point at it right there. Yeah. So I recently built a Game Boy Lego, and if I don't drop it, I'll just give it a close-up real quick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Be very careful. Take your time.
Yeah. So, very nice.
Dude.
Lego, I had to build this whole thing. Nice. Came in tons of little pieces. It's got some spongy buttons. There's little rubber things behind it.
So they do actually push?
Uh-huh.
That's so
little rubber pieces for your start and select, and then a little rubber piece.
That's so
make
cool.
Your D-pad look cool.
And didn't you send me an article? Somebody modded it? Oh, wow. Look at that. The cartridge comes out.
Game Boy, yeah.
That's so cool, bro.
And then, I don't know if it'll show on camera, there's a holographic.
3D. Yeah, that's cool.
There's different holographic screens.
Yep. And somebody modded it and made it a functional Game Boy, didn't they?
Yeah, and they are selling that pretty heavy, that mod kit. And I'm guessing it's very, very easy to do that.
That's pretty cool.
I've seen.
That's really awesome. Well, I think that looks so cool. In that same vein, since Legos are so popular, they are teaming up with Data, the guy that played Data, and it's Ki-Hoon Kwan, and he helped them launch this whole Goonies Lego set, and it's the pirate ship, One-Eyed Willie's pirate ship. How cool is that? And look, it opens up and it has all of the neat stuff. I love this kind of stuff. You know, I'm not really into Legos myself, but I know it's a huge market and there are people who are, and I love that they're going back, and not only is it the nostalgia thing, but the crossover stuff that they're doing is pretty cool. But it made me think of your Game Boy right away. So.
Absolutely. And, you know, I'm just waiting for them to do some sort of Fallout partnership.
Oh, yeah. They may already have.
They may have. I'll look that up while we're talking. But Lego is very good. You know, they started out for the kids, really, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's like all these kids are grown up, but we want them to come back and buy our stuff again. Let's make these pretty advanced models that take a couple hours, maybe a day or two if you're taking your time.
And the thing about it, it was cool. Have you ever seen Lego Masters? That's a TV show where you have people that it's a competition. It's really good. And it's hosted by Will Arnett, and I love watching it, see what people come up and make. So that's a fun show. And
Yeah.
honestly, the price point of this isn't too bad. Only like $300. Legos can be expensive. They can be really pricey. So for the size of it and the nostalgia bug, I'm pretty sure this will be pretty popular.
So
All right.
I'm seeing Fallout stuff for non-Lego branded
So
companies
not the official brand.
that
Gotcha.
look just like Lego.
Gotcha. Eventually they will. All right. Next topic. Okay, I've been playing the crap out of Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
Even while Doug's gone, I'm hoping to coerce him back into a game this weekend.
Absolutely.
Maybe. But I've been fortunate enough to play with our friends that we've had on the podcast. I've been playing with Neo Ness and with Zelda Hat Guy and all of them. So they've been keeping me company out there. But we're going to get Dougie out there too. We're going to have him help us out. But what's really cool about this is that they made a couple of announcements. So the first one is that they are releasing Battle Royale mode, which is kind of like Fortnite, where the map shrinks and you have to take over certain points. This will be free. So if you don't own Battlefield 6, you don't have to. You can play this one free. So people are kind of excited about that. And what's interesting is that it says that Modern Warzone, meanwhile, reported that this is a Battle Royale mode that is indeed coming on October 28th, which is really soon. They also have what's called Season 1. And what that means is like, I think it's on the 29th, the day after this. They're releasing new maps in Battlefield 6 that are California, and it's new mission types. And what's funny is they have this whole mission map maker thing. People are making Call of Duty maps inside of Battlefield 6. And so it's so funny. It's so funny.
And they're making them almost perfectly.
They are.
To the Call of Duty maps. And I think, I don't know if it's right or not. I'll have to look it up. But DICE has said, okay, we're borderline copyright infringement. We probably need to stop.
Yeah, it has been. It's crazy. But what's really funny, I laughed. We covered it on the podcast before. There's these devices called the Chronos, and it's a device that enables cheating, essentially, auto aim, things like that. Well, I guess particularly on PCs, the software that Battlefield uses detects it and blocks it. But the message that it puts up is very trolling of their competition. Now, keep in mind, Call of Duty is their competition, and it's about to come out with the new version very, very soon. And it said, "You've been banned. You've been caught using a Chronos Zen. Why don't you go play Call of Duty?"
Nice.
I love it. I love it, man. So I've been enjoying this game. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. It feels like old Battlefield again, way better than 2042. So it's awesome game. So there's more content coming down the way. And even if you don't want to buy it, try the Battle Royale. It's free. Give it a shot. All right. Next one. Now there's something I want to call out on this page that I saw. I'll let you take this one first, and then I'll scroll up and we'll talk about the next one because I want your opinion. I'm going to throw an audible at you here. This one's about Amazon.
Absolutely. Amazon is going to replace jobs with robots in 7 years. At least that's their plan.
Yeah. Look how many jobs. It's like a butt ton.
A butt ton.
Yeah.
And I've lost the article here.
That's okay.
I'll let you take over as I catch up. My
no
apologies.
worries. Yeah. Again, we have a lot of grace for Doug. Poor guy just walked in the door and I sprung the podcast on him. 600,000 jobs. That's over 500,000 jobs within 7 years is going to be taken over by robots. Now, Amazon is already, big time into robots in their warehouses. So this doesn't surprise me at all. It's sad that many people will lose their jobs, but they're a massive company. This is just crazy. It says that it plans to automate approximately 75% of its operational processes, which will result in approximately 600,000 job losses in 2033 is their goal. For those that don't know, Amazon's one of the biggest United States retail companies. And so this is huge. Now, if you want something kind of funny, lighthearted, Go Google South Park's Amazon sketch. They took the song 16 Tons. Do you know that song? 16
Yeah.
Tons. What? It's
What
about
do you
working in the
get?
mines. Another
Well, it's
day
also
older
in
and
the
deeper in debt.
Fallout series.
Well, they purchased the rights to the whole
Yeah.
song. They played the entire song, and it's Cartman checking in, working for Amazon,
Yep.
and they slave him to death. And it's a hilarious bit. So I don't know, made me think of it. I'm going to throw the audible at you. This one I'll explain to you because I didn't have it on the docket, and I want your opinion. If I scroll up, they snuck this in here. It's official as of literally today, a few hours ago, is that 25 years after its original release and after decades of defining the core Xbox exclusive, Halo is officially coming to PlayStation. We kind of knew it would with the rumors.
Yeah.
But today, Xbox announced that Halo Combat Evolved, a fully fledged 4K remake of the originals, coming to the console, including the PS5 and, of course, PC in 2026. What do you think about this? This is monumental, bro.
This is arguably what made Xbox succeed.
Oh, yeah.
To me, is it a money grab or is it new fans? Are we trying to get new fans to the series? Or are we trying to do a money grab? My thought is money grab, because how many years ago did this come out? And how many used Xboxes could you have bought to buy it? And maybe that's the wrong attitude for me.
Do you think this is indicative of the console wars being over?
I think it is, because I listened to a podcast the other day, and I can't remember the name, but one of the executives said that console exclusives are dead.
Mm-hmm.
These studios are struggling enough as it is, and they spend so much money on one title. To just send it to one console is stupid. You don't get money on your investment. There's some fancy business economics terms I could use, but it's better for them to release it to all the platforms to try to get all the people for your biggest return.
Definitely. I mean, this is one of those things that I definitely think with what Microsoft's been doing, they've quietly been saying everything's an Xbox. The console doesn't matter anymore. And they're right. They have these services they can stream. They own all these publishing. You got Game Pass. Then they hiked the price on Game Pass, and everybody freaked out, and they grandfathered people in. Microsoft's just been, they've not been doing great lately from a PR standpoint. Halo coming to PlayStation is definitely a death knell for it. And I, for one, am not surprised that physical media is going away. I think it's inevitable. I think Steam on PC is what ushered that in. And I think the future is going to be less about what you play on and what you play. Like, it's not going to matter. I mean, look at Battlefield. You and we've had many matches where I'm on PlayStation, you're on PC, our buddy is on Xbox, and it runs great, doesn't it? On all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a positive aspect of the console wars being over. Now, I think it was this past week, a Sony executive had pointed out, they said they feel like console hardware has hit its limit in way of how far it can go to price point. And so looking for big console leaps in hardware is not going to happen much anymore. And so I honestly, I think the console, and there's rumors that Steam they may try their hand at a Steam PC or a Steam box that you can put in your living room. So I don't know. This will be interesting. Xbox is going to have a new version. Microsoft did say they will have a new Xbox that will be released. They have confirmed that. But I don't know, man. This is the equivalent, almost bigger in my opinion, of Sonic coming out on Nintendo. I would say this is more equivalent if we had Mario release on Sony. Or Mario come out on it. You know what I mean? This is monumental. A lot of people never thought that Halo would ever be on anything other than Xbox because it defined it. So this is a big deal. This happened today. So we knew it was coming, but now it's confirmed. So. All right. Doug always reminds me of these. And now I haven't played these games, but I still think it's important. He always reminds me of them. Go out to Epic Games.
Yep.
Get your free games. He always reminds me and I forget. So,
They've given away some really good ones. You know, you really got to watch them during Black Friday.
oh,
And
that's a
they
good
don't do
point.
it very long, but they give away top games then.
That's pretty awesome. Let me see here. They're giving away, and I've not played these.
Yep.
Albion Online, which launched in 2017. It's a massive multiplayer game.
Doesn't look too bad, yeah.
And the other one is Gravity Circuit. What kind is that? Let's see what that is.
It
Oh,
looks
it's very
very
pixel
Mega
arty.
Man-esque.
Oh, it looks just like Mega Man. That actually might be kind of fun. Dude, they even have Mega Man in it. Did you see that? Or maybe that's what they're just comparing it to.
Oh, that might be what they're comparing.
That's pretty cool.
The other thing I didn't realize until today is that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get Luna,
Yeah.
the gaming service. And one of the things I really want to play was on the front cover of Luna, and that is the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I have bought the first one. The second one is on my wish list. And
Well, I saw it on there. I'm trying to find it now, but
yeah, so
Alien Isolation, that's a
some
whole
good
nother
ones.
story there. But
have you
I
tried
just
Luna?
kind of realized that.
Have you tried Luna?
I have not.
Okay.
I am definitely going to give it a try. And
If
I'll
you
have
do,
a
let
report for
me
you.
know. I didn't know they were still honestly if the service was still live.
Yeah.
You see here.
But yeah, I saw we talked about the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 being really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is on there along with that new Indiana Jones and all kinds of good stuff.
Cool. I thought Indiana Jones was only on
And then
Game
Courtroom
Pass.
Chaos starring Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's a judge. It looks like a party game.
Kind of hilarious. I'm going to go check those out. So
yeah.
All right. On that same front, Amazon Prime. Now we have a lot of Fallout stuff here coming up, so just sorry if we're burying you. It's happened. It's in the news. So first, let's say Amazon Prime has free games, just like Epic does. And again, Doug always reminds me, if you're an Amazon Prime member, go get your free games. Yeah. Right now, dude, they have 14 free games for October, including Fallout New Vegas, which I have played, and XCOM 2. Oh my God, I love the XCOM series. Yeah. So dude, do not sleep on these. They're free. Almost everybody's a Prime member, so go check it out. They also have Vampire the Masquerade, which I was watching some game footage from that. I hear it's pretty good. So I want to check that out. So, dude, if you guys are Prime members, go do yourself a favor. Go check it out. I'm scrolling down here to see what else. Fallout Vegas Ultimate Edition. Let's see here.
I kind of have a gripe, but
yeah, go ahead. Gripe away. No, please.
So this article talks about, and if I'm getting too ahead of myself, Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. But if you remember right, they've already kind of done this. I'll have to look in my Steam library.
Yeah.
But the only thing they're giving you is some creation stuff for free. Otherwise, you get all the DLCs and stuff that everybody's had for quite a long time.
For Fallout 4?
Yeah. So I was really hyped up. Awesome. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. What does that mean? Nothing that I don't already have.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Was the next thing on our list, believe it or not. It launched. They announced the launch date, and it's next month.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I love you, Bethesda, one of my favorite studios. You guys have released 50 billion versions of the Elder Scrolls, and I buy every one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's a little too soon for Fallout 4. Didn't they just do a thing on this? Like, I don't know.
Did. I'm looking in my Steam library.
Because I thought you had picked it up.
So I don't know. So I've got all the DLCs. I'm just trying to see what they called it.
Yeah, so next month they're launching this, and I don't know. I think it's too soon. That's my take. Now
I think so as well.
They are working on, just like they did with Oblivion, they are working on a Fallout 3 remastered. It's been a minute.
That I would be very interested in.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If it's been a while, let's do. And they did Chef Kiss an amazing job on Oblivion, so I know they're going to do a great job on Fallout 3. Yep. I'm more excited about Fallout 3's remastered than I am this. It's a little too soon, man. It's a little too soon.
Nope, I agree with you.
So
Oh,
yeah,
it's Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition.
yeah, that's the one.
It gave you all the DLCs
Everything.
and stuff. So
why do
yeah.
you need this? And the game's already gorgeous. I don't know. They're not
I
going to
think the only thing,
remaster
like I
it.
said, you're getting is this Creation Lab, and if people don't know what that means,
You can
it's
download that Creation Lab stuff
skins
free
and
anyway.
stuff. I mean, you're not really getting anything extra.
The
No.
Creation Lab is free anyway. You can already go grab all that stuff if you have the version that you have. So
it just easily downloads it for you, it looks like.
Yes, but I don't know. I don't agree with this.
I don't either. But I love Bethesda, so
Go
I
home,
hate
Bethesda.
to bad talk you too much. So.
You're drunk. But the last piece of news here, again, Bethesda. Just like I mentioned, Fallout 3 is getting a remastered. Well, guess what? You said this actually in one of our podcasts this season. You mentioned you would love to see a re-release of this. Fallout New Vegas is getting a limited edition 15th anniversary bundle. Now, I don't know if it's going to be remastered.
I kind of hope it is, because if it's the same old kind of subpar graphics, and not subpar, but subpar for today.
Yeah. I went back and
probably won't pick it up.
I went back and played it. Actually, I played the Xbox 360 version, and it's dated. This is why Fallout 3 needs a reskinning, because I put it in the Unreal Engine 5, do that. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
This needs it as well, because you're right. It's a little dated.
So still staying on the Fallout track, have you seen some of the pictures coming out for the season 2?
I have. It looks awesome.
It looks awesome. So we've got the Romans, and then the undead horde. I'm trying to think of the name. Drawing a blank.
The ghouls?
Ghouls, yep. I'm so sad I couldn't remember.
It's okay. No,
it's been a long week.
they're going back to Vegas in the show, which is probably why they're doing this. I don't think this is remastered. It looks like it says launches in 2026, includes PC download code for Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, which is the base game expansion, Dead Money. So it gives you all the DLC. Cool. Perhaps the coolest item is an 8-inch statue of Victor, the Securitron. Also in the pack, and that is kind of a cool collector's edition. They have the Rorschach cards that they help make your character with, so that's kind of cool. But I don't think this is a remastered. This is just a straight up anniversary edition, is what this is. So yeah, let me check this out. I don't know, man. Like it's a bit dated. So it needs a remaster. That's what they need to do.
Yep, I just pulled up Twitter, and even Trejo, Danny Trejo, the actor, said they need to remaster New Vegas. So I don't believe it is a remaster. Going on Danny Trejo's word here. If
they're going in order, then if they are doing Fallout 3, maybe they'll get Fallout 3 done. Then they'll do Vegas. Now, then I would pick up a remaster of Vegas. I would love to replay it as a remaster. I really would. Yeah. So
the word is they've. I'm still reading an article. They've kind of kicked the remaster to the curb as they're working on Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I get it. You can only have so many. They what they did with Oblivion, they subleased out the remaster to Night Dive. Oh,
I think they did. Yeah,
remaster. I think it's No. I'm thinking to myself. I'm pretty sure it's Night Dive Studios did it. Engine is using Unreal Engine 5. I was hoping to find out who actually did it. Let's see here. Who made it? I swear it was Night Dive. Virtuoso. That's it.
I just had it. Yep.
Did you get it? Are they? Yeah. I wonder if they're doing. Let's do Fallout. Bear with us, everybody. We do this real time.
Doing this live.
All right. I wonder who is making. Don't you feel bad for the mod people that were already reskinning, and then they make the announcement? Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. I don't know if Virtuoso is the one doing this. It might be. I will say it's smart of Bethesda, like you said. They only have so many developers who can work on the next Fallout or the next Elder Scrolls. I think it's a good idea to let your remasters be done by another studio. Night Dive Studios, they didn't do this one. They do a lot of them. Like I know they did System Shock, and they're really good at it. But Virtuoso did a great job on Oblivion. I'm hoping that they're the ones that are actually, doing Fallout 3. And I'm saying virtuoso. I think it's virtuous software. I think I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, they did the. Yep, I think they're also doing Fallout 3. It looks like.
Yeah.
If so, I have good faith that it will be good. So I'm kind of excited about it. All right, I think we got through all of our news, man.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for listening. Thank everybody for bearing with me as I get back on track, and Keith keeping me online and
He's good.
in line, all that good stuff.
It's okay.
I'll work on my story reading and memory next week.
Nah, it happens again.
Can you get car lagged? You know, you get jet lagged.
You can. You were in a different time zone. Yeah, I'm going to give you a pass because we also did this at the last minute. Hey, you want a podcast? Let's just do it. Yeah, let's just get in there. Let's get it done. So we just jumped in there and we made it happen. And for me, I've had a cold I've been fighting all week, and I lost my voice at one point. So I was thinking, when Doug gets back, if I'm not better, we're definitely not doing this. So I happened to get my voice back today, and I was like, you know what, let's get this done, because you never know how it goes. I could wake up tomorrow and cold be back and not be able to do it. So we struck while the iron was hot. Poor Doug stepped out of the car after traveling and jumped right on into this, and so you're a trooper. I'll give you an A for effort.
I appreciate that.
All right, everybody. We would appreciate you joining us, and we are still working on some really cool stuff. We will be wrapping as we head into the end of this year. Doug and I have been talking about, we always kind of go out with a bang. I have a few ideas I need to run past Doug, maybe some interviews even that I want to set up maybe even before we close this out. And we have one big project. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if I can get time onto it, by the end of November, we have a big project that we've been working on. I'm going to call it our crown jewel for season 3, a project release that we've been working on. It's in post-production now. It's taken quite a while because this is a heavier lift than what we've done before. But I'm hoping the end of November. I'm probably I'm going to say 25% of the way through it. Maybe 1/3, almost 2/3 of the way through it. So once we get that's going to be something big coming down the way that will round this out. Maybe a few more interviews. But it's been a great season so far. We appreciate you guys joining us every single week. And Doug, I know I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Oh, we have a store. What else do I forget?
Yeah, got a store, got a Instagram, Facebook. So subscribe, and just don't watch our new stuff. Watch our old stuff. We got a lot of good stuff out there.
That's right. And we got some cool stuff out there. I know I added on the store some new mugs. And there's new Wired Nerdy notebooks. And what's really cool is Wired Nerdy wireless chargers. So if your phone is wireless charging, has our logo on it, you can put that pad down on your desk and you'll be good to go. So,
very cool.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And we hope you have an awesome week and you stay nerdy.
Yeah.